Hi guys, I'm just going to take a few minutes to kind of walk you through the basics of refworks. First of all, when you come to the NC State site, you want to go to libraries. And then the library it actually looks all new to me too, so you obviously can just begin to search if you want to be specific. You can just use the search bar, but where you want to go for refworks is you go to Get Help and then Citation Tools. And then you go down here to refworks. You're more than welcome to use any of these other ones. I just personally use refworks. So here are a whole bunch of different resources for you. Definitely want to check out all of these when you have time. Um, there's all sorts of written guides, all sorts of fun stuff to do. There's important, especially this important because sometimes you are able to directly export your citation into refworks, or sometimes you may have to get a file and bring it in, so that would be where you would look at that. Also, whenever you do sign up with refworks, which would probably be here and getting started with refworks, you would go ahead and go here to sign up for your new account. You will get a confirmation. You want to save that confirmation because in there will be the group code. Sometimes besides your username and password, some publication sites want the group code. That happens every once in a while, so that's what they're looking for. So just make sure you hold on to that email. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and do a couple different things. So I'm going to go to refworks here. And I'm going to actually go back to the library, so I have two tabs open here so I can kind of show you a couple different things. Okay, so let's go to refworks really fast. Okay, so I mean, again, you want to use all those tutorials, and again, it's the kind of thing you just have to play with. But you can create new folders. You can see these are all my folders. I have one for Hiller for some of my classes. I have one for the narrative theater. This is for my thesis. This is for narrative theater. This is about online learning, and this is all my references for my dissertation. I have them all in one folder. One of the nice things is once you figure out how to import, which I'll show you in just a second, you generally can go back and find the text, so that's really nice. So you should obviously download the PDF and have it organized on your computer, but if for some reason you lost the actual PDF, you can still get back to it. Hopefully watch that one work. Okay, you can still get back to that one. So like sometimes they don't work, so I'm not going to lie to you. This isn't like a perfect system, but there were a couple. Let's see. Let's find one that works. So generally speaking, you should be able to click on Find Text, and please, for the love, that's all good in the world. And there it is. So it'll bring you back. It'll actually bring you to this page. I just happen to have a tab open, so that's why you didn't see it, but it'll actually bring you back to where you can download it. So let's go back to refworks. And again, so some basic things about refworks is the biggest thing that you're going to use is you're going to want to organize your stuff into folders. Okay, that's really important. And then the biggest thing you're going to do is you're going to use the bibliography tool. You want to make sure that this is selected to APA 6th edition. You can tell it what you want. You could actually have it just sit as an HTML tab. You can actually have it put out as a text, or you can have it put out for Word. So really it's up to you. Usually I just use the HTML. It's just as easy. But if you wanted to send your reference list to someone, for example, you might want to have it pushed out as a Word document. So you decide what format you want. You could have all of your references put out, or you could actually, that's why I was saying having your self-organized is really important. So when I just want the bib of my dissertation, that's all that I want. I want it just as HTML. I'm going to say create bibliography. And what will happen is you'll see is hopefully this will open up a new tab, and this takes a little bit, and you just say download it, and then here's the new tab that it just opened. Well, no, actually, let's see. There's the tab. So really you can just copy and paste from here, or like I said, you could actually have it download and be a file on your computer if you wanted, but you don't have to do that. All right, so as you can see, it's APA. It's not perfect. When you use this, just like anything else, you still want to double check to make sure everything is okay, but I do like it because it does push out the DOI, which is something that's new to the 6th edition, but you definitely want to make sure your italics are right, everything is right, okay, because just because they did it doesn't mean it's absolutely perfect. It should be right, but I always double check. Okay, so let's go back to, okay, so I've kind of given you some real basics of RefWorks itself. Okay, you know, you can look up things by article, but my biggest thing is be just very organized about how you do this. And now I'm going to show you how do you bring an article in. So let's say that I want to bring an article in. So I usually look by journal titles. That's just me because I know what I'm looking for. So one of the things I like, so Journal of Technology Education is one of the journals, periodicals that the NC State actually has on campus, okay? And so if I go here, it's going to look like this. It's going to look like EBSCOhost. It's just the general old little guy. It's not going out to another database. It's just sort of, this is a database that sits at NC State. So I'm just going to find any old article, and obviously you could download from here, but I'm going to click on the article itself. And the reason you want to do that is because you want this toolbar to show up over here. And what you're going to do is you're going to say export. So let's say you like this article, you want to keep it, you download the PDF, you put that where you need to keep it, and then you export. And what we're going to do is we're going to say we're going to directly export to RefWorks. Now, I already have RefWorks open, but if I didn't have RefWorks open, basically another tab will open and it'll ask you to sign in. And just make sure your pop-up blocks are not blocked, all that kind of stuff. And I'm going to go in and hopefully figure out where that was. So let me go back and try that again. Okay, so I'm going to try that one more time. Okay, so here we go. So here it is. I'm already in RefWorks, and it opened up another tab, and it's basically said, okay, I've imported that reference. So you actually have a folder that's the last imported folder. So all of your imports go into one folder. Then you have to move them from the last imported folder into the folders that you need. So for example, if I knew that I wanted that article to go into my dissertation, I would go to it and click it, right? And I would tell it that I want it to be, I'm not going to put it there, I'm going to put it in my last one, but let's say I needed it to put it there, I would just say that's where I want it to go, and now it will move it to that folder. So this was Bull Glen, Maddox Club. So let's say I went to my last folder, and there it is, it's sitting there already. I don't have a lot of stuff in that folder. So there it is, it's now in there. So now I could actually print this bibliography if I want it. Okay, so that is how an article looks when you're using EBSCOhost. Now, I want to just remind you, though, that NC State sometimes uses other databases such as ScienceDirect, JustStore, all sorts of other ones, and I want to make sure that you know what that looks like. So the Elementary School Journal is an example of one that does not use EBSCOhost as the database. It actually takes you to another website. Oh, come on. Oh, so I'm going to go here. Sorry. Going to go here. I could go to JustStar, it doesn't matter, but this one is only available in 2004, so I would probably use this one because this is going to give me the latest articles. And what you'll notice, hopefully, if it works, come on, work for me. Okay, so it kind of brings you to another website, okay? But because there's an agreement between this website and NC State, you can still go in here and get articles. So I can go in here, and I say I want, in fact, I just pulled this yesterday for, Hiller the other day. So I can get my PDF here, it'll download just like normal. I'm going to say cancel because I already have that. But what you want to do is you want to go to the abstract. And the reason you want to do that is because now you can download to your site manager, right? So now this particular one says, okay, what do you want to do? And you download the article. Now it's going to go back to that same exact tab. And if we look at this one's going to be the one from the Elementary School Journal, because it's the one it even says import from University of Chicago, right? So we're taking them for a second. It's just taking a little bit. RefWorks is being slow, but I promise you it's in there because you can tell already it's in there. Internet's been acting weird today, so I don't know if it doesn't pop out soon. I might have to end this because it's not, seems to be cooperating. But basically, that in a nutshell, it's a very quick nutshell about how you would import and export, and then how you organize your folders on refworks to make it work. Sometimes you will get a little file, and unfortunately I can't show you that right now because my computer's freaking out. Oh, come on. Yeah, it's like totally freaking out right now. Of course, right in the middle of a video. Don't you love it? Anyway, so that was a very quick video, but I really, again, suggest that you just take a look at all the references and stuff that you can use on refworks on NC State libraries. That's how I got started, so they give lots of great information. Okay, and of course, I'm always here if you have questions.